Hi everyone, today we'll discuss JEE Advanced 2016 Paper 2 Mathematics, which was conducted on 22nd of May 2016. So we'll discuss all the question and their solutions one by one in detail. This will be useful for students who have already given JEE to check their answers, and it will also be useful for other students who are planning to give JEE in future. So let's start over the discussion. First is question number 37, and this is single choice correct question. Question number 37 says that there is a matrix P, and this matrix P is actually equal to, I'll change the color of the pen, 1 0 0 4 1 0 16 4 1. This is matrix P, it's already given. I is identity matrix of order 3. Q is another matrix such that P power 50 minus Q is equal to I. So we have to find out Q31 plus Q32 divided by 31 plus 32 divided by Q21. This is what we have to find out in question. Now we already know that P is this, so let us try and find out what is P power 50. So for that, first of all, I will have to find out P square. So if I find out P square, so I'll just multiply this matrix 2 times. So let me take this matrix P and multiply it with the same matrix. So if I find out P square, this will come out to be 1 0 0. Here I'll get 8 1 0, and here I'll get 16 plus 16 plus 32 and 8 and 1. This will be P square. Similarly, if I find out P cube, so you will see that there is a pattern which is coming out here. So P cube will be 1 0 0. Here I'll get 12. Here I'll get 1 and 0. Here again I'll get 16 plus 32 plus 48. Okay, so I'm not adding the numbers because I can see clearly that there is a pattern. First I got 16 plus 32. In P cube I got 16 plus 32 plus 48. Similarly, if I find out P power 50, okay, so there is a complete symmetry and there is a pattern which is formed. So I can say here I'll get see, first I have 8, then I have 12. So this is nothing but 4 into 2. This is nothing but 4 into 3. Similarly, if I write here, this here I'll get 4 into 50, so this will be 200. Okay, here also I'll get 200. Here it will be 1 1 and 0. Here I'll get a series. This is having 3 terms, so here I'll get a series which has 50 terms. So it will be like this: 16 plus 32 plus 48 and so on up to 50 terms. Now what will be the summation of this series? 16 plus 32 plus 48 up to 50 terms. This is what I'll get here. Now this series is nothing but, if I take 16 common, I'll get 1 plus 2 plus 3 till 50. So this series can be written as 50 into 51 divided by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2. So instead of this, I can simply write, in place of this, I can simply write 16, or I can 16 by 2. Yeah, so 16 into 50 into 51 divided by 2. I'll get this as the element. Now we know that P power 50 minus Q is equal to I, right? So if I subtract Q from this, I'll get I. So actually I can say that this matrix is nothing but Q plus I. Alright, so what will be Q31? Q31 is this element, directly it will be this element. So Q31 will be 16 into 50 into 51 divided by 2. Let me assume that matrix Q is something like this. What will be Q plus I? Q plus I will be Q11 plus 1, Q22 plus 1, Q33 plus 1, and everywhere else it will be same. So Q12, Q13, Q21, Q23, Q31 and Q32. This will be matrix Q plus I, and I am comparing this matrix with P power 50. So simply I am comparing. So Q31 will be equal to this term. Now I have to find out the value of Q21 also. So Q21 will be equal to 200. what else? I need to find out the value of Q32. So Q32 will be again 200. Now I need to find out the value of Q31 plus Q32 divided by Q21. Q31 plus Q32 divided by Q21. So this will be equal to 160 into 50 into 51 divided by 2 into 200 and plus 1. So if I solve this, I'll get 102 plus 1, and this will be 103. So the correct answer for this question will be 103. 103. Option B will be the correct answer. Single choice correct question. Just there was a pattern that you need to observe when the question is over. So it was a not so difficult question, right? Could have been solved in JEE. Okay, next question is question number 38. Question number 38 is area of the region, this and this, right? So there are two regions which are given. We need to find out the area of these two. So one of the curve is y is greater than equal to under root of mod of x plus 3. Now if I plot the graph of this function, let me first plot the graph of y equal to equality, right? Mod of x plus 3. Now this is nothing but it will be under root of x plus 3 if x plus 3 is positive, that means if x is greater than or equal to minus 3, and if x is less than minus 3, then I'll get the graph of minus of x plus 3. This mod will open with a minus sign. So let me plot this graph. So what will be the graph of y square equal to, here this is y square equal to x plus 3. So y square equal to x plus 3 will be a parabola, and this parabola will be towards the right side, right? Mouth opening towards right. So parabola will be something like this. This is y square equal to x plus 3, and similarly y square equal to minus of x plus 3 will be a parabola which is like this, opposite to this, mouth opening towards left side. Now there are two more lines which are given. There are two lines which are given, that is x plus 9 greater than, this is given, right? 5y is less than equal to x plus 9 and x plus 9, and this is less than equal to 15. So from here I'll get actually two lines. From this is x less than equal to 15 minus 9, so that will be 6, x less than equal to 6, and here this is 5y is less than equal to x plus 9. So if I plot this line 5y equal to x plus 9, okay, let me first plot this line. This is which is this point. This point is here, x is equal to 0, so y will be root 3. Okay, y will be root 3, where this line will intersect the curve. The line will be like this. Actually, let me draw this curve a bit like this. So which is this line? This line is 5y equal to x plus 9. 5y equal to x plus 9. So if I put x equal to 0, I'll get y as 9 by 5. So this is root 3, right? So 9 by 5 will be somewhere here. 9 by 5 will be above this and somewhere here, right? So this line is something like this. It will cut somewhere here. So if I draw this line properly, it will be something like this. This is the straight line, and it will meet somewhere here. So my diagram is not so proper, but understand this. This will be the line. This is 5y equal to x plus 9. This line is 5y equal to x plus 9. And also, what will be the intersection point? Let's find out the intersection point. This curve is y square equal to x plus 3 and 5y is equal to x plus 9. So from here, if I find out the intersection point, the intersection point will come out to be x plus 9 by 5 whole square. This is equal to x plus 3. So from here I can say that, or I can simply put the value of x and first find out the value of y. right? So x is nothing but 5y minus 9 plus 3. This is equal to y square. So y square minus 5y, this is minus 6, so it will become plus 6. So from here I'll get y equal to 2 and 3. There will be two values of y, that's 2 and 3. So this line will intersect the parabola at actually 2 points, right? So which will be this point? This line is like this, right? It will again intersect the parabola somewhere here also. Somewhere here also it will intersect, but this will be the lower value of y. So this will be y equal to 2, and if y is equal to 2, what will be x? X will be 1. So this point is, let me say this point will be 1 comma 2. Alright, now let me name all the points, like this is origin. Let this point be, so this is 1 comma 2. Let me draw a straight line from here. Okay, I'm drawing a straight line which is perpendicular to the axis of the parabola. So this point will be 1 comma 0. Now what will be this point? Similarly, I can find out this intersection point also. Y square equal to minus of x plus 3. This is the curve. So I need to solve this curve with this line. So if you find out this intersection point, it will come out to be minus 4 comma 1. This intersection point is minus 4 comma 1. Now what is our required area? Now let me again draw a perpendicular from here to the axis. So this point will be minus 4 comma 0. Now I want to find out this area, right? See, it's given that y is greater than this curve. That means it will be outside the parabolas, and y 5y is less than this x plus 9, right? So this is below this line, and outside the parabola. So it will be this region. My required area is this region. Required area is this red region. So I want to find out the area of this red region. Now let me name all the points. Let me say this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, this point is D. Right? So I can see that there is a trapezium. I can find out area of this trapezium very easily. So what will be area of trapezium ABCD? ABCD, this trapezium, area of this trapezium will be, I can say, half into, what is this length? This length is 5, and this length is 2, this is 1. So 1 plus 2, 3 by 2 multiplied by 5, 3 by 2 multiplied by 5, so this will be 15 by 2, 3 by 2 multiplied by 5, so area of trapezium will come out to be 15 by 2. Now I can simply subtract these two areas from the trapezium. Which areas? One is this region. I need to subtract this region, and I need to subtract this region. So let me say this area is A1, and let me say this area is A1, and this area is A2. Alright, so I need to find out both these areas, A1 and A2. So what will be A1? A1 is this curve, right? Area under this curve. So A1 is area under the curve. A1 will be minus of, this is the curve dx, from where to where? From minus 4 to this point. This point is minus 3, right? Minus 3 comma 0. So from minus 4 to minus 3, this will be A1. So we can integrate and find out the value of A1. A2 will be, I'll integrate from minus 3 to 1, right? This point is 1, yeah. So minus 3 to 1 under root of x plus 3. Now my curve is x plus 3 and then dx. So I need to integrate both this and find out the areas of both these regions. So here I can simply write this is minus x minus 3, right? So this will be, what I can do is I can simply take minus x minus 3 as t square. Okay, so minus dx will be 2t dt. Okay, so what I'll get is I'll get t, and dx will be minus 2t dt. So minus 2t square dt. And what will be the values of t? Values of t will be, if I put x equal to minus 3, if I put x equal to minus 3, I'll get minus of minus 3, so t will be 0. Here t is 0. And if I put x equal to minus 4, then what will be the value of t? Then value of t will be 1. So I have to integrate this from 0 to 1. If I cancel out this minus sign, I'll get 0 to 1, 2t square dt. So this will be 2 into t cube by 3 from 0 to 1. So this area will come out to be 2 by 3 simply. So a1 is 2 by 3, and similarly I can find out this also. This I can directly integrate, right? No need to substitute and all that. This is 1 by 2 plus 1, and denominator will be 3 by 2. So basically I'll get 2 by 3 x plus 3 power 3 by 2. And what are the limits? Limits are 1 and minus 3. So put the limits, I'll get 2 by 3, and here I'll get 1. So 4 power 3 by 2, and if I put minus 3, I'll get 0, right? So that part will be 0. So 4 power 3 by 2 will be 2 square. So 2 power 3, that is 8. So 16 by 3. This area will be 16 by 3. Okay, so now we should subtract this 2. So a1 plus a2, add this 2 and subtract it from the area of trapezium, right? So your required area, let me write it here, required area will be area of this trapezium minus a1, and you need to subtract a2 also. So if I solve this, I'll get this quantity as 3 by 2. So your final answer in this case will be 3 by 2. So in this question, this was a bit lengthy question, so you can do this question towards the end of the paper if you get some time. So this was not so difficult question, but it was a lengthy calculation, right? So you could avoid, or maybe if you can do the calculation faster, you could have done this. Otherwise you can just leave this question for last. Then let's move on to question number 39. Question number 39 says that there is a trigonometric series which is given. So let me write down the question once here. K equal to 1 to 13, 1 divided by sine of. Now in this question we had to use a little bit of chalaki. And what was that chalaki? That I'll tell you. If you could figure out the chalaki, that part, then it was very easy question. So students who figured out this, for them life was very easy. So what, see, we can see the denominator is sine pi by 4 plus, now if I separate this out, this is nothing but k pi by 6 and minus pi by 6. So we can see that this part is exactly same in both of them. So if I subtract this two, right, what is the difference of these two angles? Difference of these two angles is pi by 6, that is 30 degree, right? So, and we know that sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So what I can do is I can simply multiply divide by 2 here. Okay, so I'll multiply by 2 and I'll divide by 2. So here I'll get 1 by 2, and this, instead of this 1 by 2, can I write sine pi by 6? Okay, here this I can write it as sine pi by 6, and this pi by 6 I'll write little style se, right? Thoda style se likhte hai isko. So what I'll get is I will subtract these two angles, right? So pi by 4 plus k pi by 6, this angle, okay, let me write it like this, sine of this 1 by 2, I'll write it like this, sine of pi by 4 plus k pi by 6, this minus the other angle, that is pi by 4 plus k pi by 6 minus pi by 6. So basically we need to create difference of two terms somehow, right? And how will I create difference of two terms? By writing it like this, right? Now this is, let me consider this as angle A and this as angle B. So what is our numerator? Our numerator is sine of A minus B, and what is our denominator? Denominator is sine A sine B, sine A sine B. So if I expand this, sine A minus B will be sine A cos B minus cos A sine B, and divided by, I have sine A sine B. So let me separate out the denominators. Here also divided by sine A sine B. So basically what I'll get is this sine A will get cancelled, and here sine B will get cancelled. So I'll get cot of B minus cot of A. Okay, so what is B and what is A? This is B and this is A, right? So here if I simplify this, I get 2 will come outside, k equal to 1 to 13. I'll get cot of B. What is B? B is this angle, smaller angle, that is pi by 4 plus k pi by 6 minus pi by 6 minus cot of pi by 4 plus k pi by 6 minus, no, only this much. Alright, cot A. So like this I'll get. Now if I put the values of k, everything will get cancelled. Like if I say this is the rth term or the kth term, okay, let me remove the sigma and let me say that this is the kth term. So what will be the first term? If I put k equal to 1, I'll get cot of pi by 4 plus pi by 6 minus pi by 6 and minus of cot pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Then what will be the second term? If I put k equal to 2, I'll get 2 times cot pi by 4 plus 2 pi by 6, that is pi by 3 minus pi by 6 minus cot of pi by 4 plus 2 pi by 6, or just keep this as 2 pi by 6, right? So I'll get so these two terms will get cancelled actually. Okay, 2 is outside, so it is like this. These two terms will get cancelled, and what will be the last term? Similarly it will go on so on. What will be the last term? T13, right? If I put k equal to 13, last term that I'll get is pi by 4 plus 13 pi by 6 minus pi by 6 minus cot of pi by 4 plus 13 pi by 6. This will be the last term. Now see what terms will get cancelled. This terms will get cancelled, this term will get cancelled with next, and this will get cancelled with this. So what will remain is the first term and the last term, right? So what will be the value of sigma tk? This will be Sn, right, actually. So our required summation, this will be 2 times cot of the first term is remaining, that is cot pi by 4 and minus cot of, I'll get cot of pi by 4 plus 13 pi by 6. Now we need to simplify this. So if I have to simplify this, this is nothing but 2 times cot pi by 4 is 1 minus this will be cot of 5 pi by 12 if I add these two angles. So cot of 5 pi by 12, and we know the value of this cot of 5 pi by 12 is nothing but 2 minus root 3. So you need to remember the values also of trigonometric functions. Then this will be 2 times, if I simplify this, I'll get this as 2 times root 3 minus 1. So your final answer will be 2 times root 3 minus 1. This option C is correct. So again, this was an easy question. You just had to figure out this thing, that this angle which is written in the denominators, difference of them is pi by 6, and so we can create difference of two terms. Whenever there are questions like this, all you have to do is create difference of two terms somehow, and then all the terms will get cancelled, and so you will get the value of summation. Let's move on to the next question. This question is from sequence and series. Let's see this question. Now this question says that there is bi, all bi's are greater than 0, so b1, b2, b3, everything is greater than 0, and I is going from 1 to 101. So this is log base e, so I can say that this is ln b1, ln b2, ln b3 till ln b3 till ln of b101. This is arithmetic progression. Right, now I know that if there is a logarithmic arithmetic progression, if there is a series in log, if I remove the log, if I take anti-log of all this, then I'll get a geometric series b101. So this will be a GP. Okay, if there is a GP and if I take logarithm, I get an AP. So reverse is, if there is an AP and if I take anti-log, I'll get a GP. So if you don't know this, then we can simply check by taking 3 numbers. If I take 3 numbers ABC, okay, and I say that these 3 numbers are in GP. If these 3 numbers are in GP, I can say b square is equal to AC. Now if I take log both sides, I'll get ln b square equal to ln AC. So I'll get 2 ln b equal to ln a plus ln c. So this is nothing but AP, right? So ln a, ln b and ln c will be in AP. So I can say the reverse also. If ln a, ln b, ln c are in AP, then ABC will be in GP, right? So this is what we are saying here also, that if there is a logarithmic series and if I take anti-log, this is a series b1, b2, b3 will be in GP. Now let's read further. with common difference equal to ln2. Yeah, so if common difference of this series is ln2, then what will be the common ratio of this GP? It will be simply 2. Okay, common difference here is ln2, so I will take antilog of that also. So I'll get the common ratio of this GP will be r equal to 2. Now, so this particular series will be something like this: b1, then b1 multiplied by 2, so it will be 2b1, then it will be 2 square b1, and then till 101 term, so this will be 2 power 100 b1. So this is the geometric series, this is geometric progression, and it is also given that suppose a1 to a101, this is an AP such that a1 is equal to b1, right? So there is another series also which is a1, a2, a3 till a101, and this is an arithmetic progression, and it is also given that a1 is equal to b1. First terms of these two series are equal. a1 is equal to b1, and also it is given that a51 is equal to b51. Okay, so what will be a51? A51 I can simply write it as a1 plus 50 times of common difference. So let me assume that common difference is capital D. So this will be equal to b51, and b51 will be simply 2 power 50 into b1. Right, now I know that a1 is equal to b1. Right, so here simply I can say that this is a1 plus 50d is equal to 2 power 50 times a1. Okay, b1 is equal to a1. So from here I can find out the value of d very easily. Okay, so this is one equation that we get. Now let's read further. It says that if t is summation of b1 to b51 and s is summation of this series from a1 to a51. So what is t? T is b1 to b51. So t is b1 plus b2 is 2b1, b3 is 2 square b2, b1 sorry, until b51. So this will be 2 power 50 b1. So if I take b1 common, I'll simply get a GPI 1 plus 2 square till 2 power 50. So if I solve this GP, what I'll get is 2 power 51 minus 1 and divided by 2 minus 1, which is just 1, right? So t will be this. Just I am applying summation of GP, right? And what will be s? S is nothing but a1 to a51. So s is a1 plus a2 plus a3 till a51. So this is nothing but this will be number of terms divided by 2 and 2a1 plus n minus 1, that is 50 times d, right? I'll get this. Now what I can do is I can simply put the value of d here. So I know that 51 by 2, I can write this quantity as a1, 2a1 I can write it as a1 plus a1. Why? Because I know the value of a1 plus 50d directly. So I'll use that directly. a1 plus 50d is directly I can write it as 2 power 50 a1. So this term is a1 plus 2 power 50 a1, right? So here I'll get this as a1 will be common, so I can write this as 51 a1 by 2 plus 51 by 2 into 2 power 50 times a1, right? I'll get this. So look at these two equations. This is nothing but small s, right? This is small s and this is t. So from here we can see that what is t? T is, and b1 is equal to a1. So I can say this is a1 times 2 power 51, right, and minus a1. So I can say that this term is lesser than 2 power 50 1 into a1, because I am subtracting something. So if I am subtracting something, then this term is actually less than 2 power 50 1 into a1, right? It will be lesser than this term because I'm subtracting something. So t is lesser than this. Okay, t is lesser than this. And what about s1? S1 contains this term, right? And here, from here I can say that s is greater than 2 power 51 into a1, right? S will be greater than this term 2 power 51 into a1, because here I can see clearly, right, like 2 power 50 into a1 is there. Then I'm multiplying by a very big factor, right? This will be around 25. Okay, 25.5. So that is a very big factor, right? So this S will be surely greater than 2 power 51 into A1. So T is a quantity which is less than 2 power 51 into A1, and S is quantity which is greater than A1 into 2 power 51. So both are same only, right? So S will be definitely greater than T. So one thing I know for sure, that S is greater than T. So we can eliminate some of the options now. Second thing which they have asked is, from the options I definitely know that S is greater than T. So either answer will be A or answer will be B. Now I have to check which of A101 or B101. इन दोनों में से कौन बड़ा है, right? So which is greater out of A1? So what is A101? A101 will be A1 plus 100D. And what will be B101? B101 will be 2 power 100 into B1. Now A101, this is A1 plus 100 times, what is the value of D? The value of D we have already found out. This is 2 power 50 into A1 minus A1 divided by 50. This is the value of D. So I'm simply substituting the value of D here in this equation. So this will come out to be, if I simplify this, I'll get A1 plus this will get cancelled. This will come 2 times. So I'll get 2 power 51 into A1 minus 2 times A1. So this will be 2 power 51 minus A1. 2 power 51 into A1 minus A1. So from here again I can see that this term A101, this term is lesser than 2 power 51 into A1, and B101 is 2 power 100 into A1. B1 is equal to A1, right? So this term is obviously greater than 2 power 51 into A1, right? It's 2 power 100, so it will obviously be greater than 2 power 50, right? So obviously we can say that B101 should be greater than A101. So right answer for this question will be B101 is greater, so answer will be option B. Answer will be option B. So this was a question from sequence and series, which was this was not so lengthy, right? If you could do calculation little quickly, then you could manage in time. So hardly it takes 2 or 3 minutes, and you get 3 minutes time in JEE to solve the questions like this.